Welcome to the Kingdom of Wonder podcast. My name's Gabriel. If you're new to this channel, this is a podcast that focuses on the arts, culture, and people of Phnom Penh and the Kingdom of Cambodia. I'm back here at Cinehub today to talk with a very special guest. I have with me Miss Marika Els.
Hello everyone, how are you?
Thanks for doing the podcast.
You're welcome. It's nice to be here.
So go ahead and tell us where you're from and tell us what you're up to here.
All right, so I'm a South African puppeteer. Well, originally from before Cambodia. Grew up in Stellenbosch, studied there, studied puppetry and theater. Worked in film and television there and on stage. And then in 2012, I took the big jump and moved to China. And I became a stereotype. I became a teacher, an English teacher. And from there, I didn't do any theater in China. I used puppetry with students in the classroom, which was a lot of fun. And then moved there to Hong Kong. And then I've been in Cambodia since 2015.
And what brought you to Cambodia?
Do you want the nice answer or the honest answer?
Oh, you can go ahead and be honest here.
The visa in 2015 was really easy.
So that meant that in Hong Kong it was...
Hong Kong was... To get the visa there, I had to do a bunch of visa runs.
Yeah.
But also, even though my best friend lives in Hong Kong to this day, the vibe there is just not what it is here in Phnom Penh.
Yeah.
It is way more snobbish and cliquey and very fancy. And I'm much more down to earth, so Phnom Penh suits me pretty well.
Okay, so once you got here, you eventually got started with theater again. Tell me about that. How did that happen?
So a good friend of mine, Emily Marcus, was part of the Phnom Penh Players, and for a few years, she was bugging me, come on, do a play, do the makeup, do the show, do something. And I was like, no, 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 no. And then eventually in 2017, I built puppets for a play called Life, Love and Other Illnesses, specifically the play called Andrea Rescued. And so I got involved there, built 4 puppets out of wire and dried wet wipes.
Okay.
Yes, because the puppets were supposed to be set on fire.
Okay.
We did a test run, and then the theater said no fire, so...
Yeah.
Of course. But man, it looked good when we put that one puppet on fire. It was, I like fire.
Yeah.
And then from there on, I started doing makeup for shows. My first role that I played for the Phnom Penh Players was a friend of mine, Rob Appleby, wrote a script along with Evan. And it was called 3 Steps to Supernova. And it was amazing. The concept was he wrote the storyline but not the dialogue, so we improvised it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it followed the story of a mentally ill girl, which I take mental health quite seriously, and I'm passionate about breaking the stigma. So yeah. And then from there, it was just production after production. Eventually, in 2021, I did my own show, 2 short 1 acts called Stuck Inside. And yeah. Last show that I did with the Phnom Penh Players was last year, 12/8, and I co-directed and I played. Some people like to say I played myself, but it's not true because I played the drunk lady. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Co-directing with my the playwright was my co-director as well, Samiti Sok, and it was his debut play. So it was really a privilege to work with this young Khmer director, show him the ropes with the Phnom Penh Players. And from there, this year, we did his second play called Wind Up Mice. I just co-directed. I did not play in it this time. I was too busy. Yeah.
Now, the 12/8, is that one of the clips that you have to show for us? Or?
Yes, I do have a clip for you.
Okay, we're going to run that clip right now.
He said he loved me, you know. And now look, where has his love gotten me? Face it, you've on us every single day. And yet, we keep falling for it. Why? Why don't we ever learn? I made plans for him, you know. Every time I thought of my future, I had him there. That's the worst thing. He couldn't just fuck with me. He had to fuck my future too. Everything I was going to do, I was going to do with him. And now, I can't think of my own dreams without his shit smears all over it. I wanted to travel the world with him, go to the same school. I even wanted kids. And I hate kids. I hate them.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
All right, so it's a woman who was heartbroken and drunk. It's not the whole monologue, but yeah, she's heartbroken. She visits the convenience store for basically just a safe space. And she irritates the shop keepers. And it's just a lament on life and love. And it was so much fun to play in it. And that Bacardi cruiser was real.
So obviously you're really passionate about theater, about performing. What does it mean to you to be involved in this and to present this kind of work to audiences?
I think I've been involved in theater since I was 6. And it's always been a way to express myself, not just through my paintings, but through live acting, telling stories. And after certain productions, I would go out and meet the audience, and then they would go, "That was my story you told. It touched me. Seeing you portray it was so cathartic. It was so touching. It helped me resolve some issues." And that's been really, how to say, it's been an amazing privilege to tell stories, and you happen to just touch someone's life.
Definitely. So you are once again working with puppets. Can you tell us about this project that you're working on right now?
Indeed. So this project has been haunting me since 2008. That's a while.
Yeah, it is.
I was supposed to do this show called Scylla Glaucus in 2008 as part of my master's. But then I got ill, unfortunately, and everything got cancelled. I do happen to have a photo of the original puppets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the dude puppet has real human hair.
Where did you manage to score that real human hair?
I was somewhere in the Klein Karoo in South Africa, out hanging out with friends, and people got drunk. And I was like, well, I need puppets. And the one dude was like, well, I need a haircut. I don't even remember his name.
Sometimes things align like that, right? It's in the stars.
Yeah, it's not a voodoo doll, I swear, no. Those puppets are long gone. But the story stuck with me. It's a non-verbal piece of theater, so it's just puppets and music and the sets that I still need to build.
Interesting, so no dialogue for this one.
So that means it's inclusive. It's open to everyone.
Yeah.
You don't have to speak English, you don't have to speak French, you don't have to speak Khmer, you don't have to speak any language in order to come watch this story. It's a typical Greek myth.
Okay, so that means it's probably not really aimed at children. This is not a children's puppet show, right?
No, it's more geared towards adults. Of course, younger, let's say high school kids could probably appreciate what they're coming to watch. But the little ones they might be a tad freaked out by the puppets.
Fair enough, yeah.
Because they're not your Punch and Judy style, happy-looking, colorful puppets.
Gotcha.
No.
And so it is a Greek myth, you said,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to happen where?
It's happening at the Speakeasy Theatre by Box Office, Street 244, and it should be the tentative dates. If I can get my stuff together, it should be 18 and 19 August.
Okay, great. So you guys look out for that. And you do have a Facebook page. What's the name of your theater company?
Yeah, so the Facebook page of the theater company is Low Key Theater Productions.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, just keep an eye on that, and I'll start posting pictures as soon as I start working.
And we'll have a link to that in the video description below.
Exótica. Exótica.
Tell me, do you have any plans looking forward? Like, what are some of the things that you'd like to accomplish after this production?
Wow.
Looks like I asked a big question here.
Yeah. You did. You asked a very big question. We'll see. We've got plans with Low Key to do future fun productions, so that not necessarily big stage dramas or anything, shorter productions that we're planning. So keep your eyes open on the Facebook page. But yeah, I might just focus on a career change, who knows? But that's maybe a year from now.
Okay. Now, you have a video clip that you did, it was a puppet production in South Africa, right? We're going to go ahead and roll that clip right now.
Julius, I'm in love with Julius, and it's Julius, Gaga. He picks me up in his new Range Rover and holds me like a government tender. He speaks to me in his finest baggy. Says his love for Zuma eats that delay. I know he lacks romance as well, fish in his pants, but I'm still in love with Julius, baby. He lacks my spells with few nations answers too. Oh, I'm so in love with Julius, baby.
Okay, tell us about that.
All right, so that was when I worked for Zan News. It was a political satire news agency, puppet show.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's about that song by Lady Gaga called Judas, but it's satirizing Julius Malema, who was his political figure in South Africa.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because I'm so short, I played Zuma's head in a few clips. So just like that. But due to my height, I tended to play the hands of the puppets, which were these huge gloves that he would put on. So a lot of the dance moves and things, I don't dance very well. So when you see the hands in those videos, just watch it again, guys. Appreciate it, because I can't dance, but I can do very good hands.
Okay. That's good. We all try to bring something to the party, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's heads or hands, yeah, that'll work. Well, great. That's good. Is there anything else that you'd like to mention, talk about before we wrap up?
I just want to say thanks for having me. It's been a real blast. Just blabbering on about theater and what I've done so far. It's really been a long journey for me. Like I said, I started in theater since I was 6. And just everything I could have, everything I've done, everything I've seen, the places I've been to. And I hope it's a journey that doesn't end anytime soon.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that it's interesting because a lot of people I hear complaining that, oh, there's not enough stuff to do around here. But I find that that's not true. There are some interesting things that you can check out. There are projects that people are working on, and this puppet show sounds great. I was lucky enough to have some great puppet shows in Seattle. Northwest Puppet Theater was amazing. They would bring puppeteers from around the world, and you could get a season pass even for puppet shows, you know. So I'm glad to hear that there's some puppet work coming up here in Phnom Penh. And if you enjoyed this conversation, go ahead and comment, like, share, and subscribe. And we'll keep them coming for you guys. Thanks again for your time, Marika. We'll see you guys in the next one.